What if I told you that 0 to 1 isn't equal to, say, 3 to 4? So I've been seeing all these different videos on YouTube talking about, how to get your first 2,000 followers, how to be monetized, what they're earning after getting monetized. And yes, while that is super helpful to some, it isn't very helpful for those who are struggling to start. So let's backtrack a little. You see, there are stages to these things. So these YouTubers, whether big or small, they are on the same spectrum. So the Kelly Stamps and James Charles and I don't know, freaking PewDiePies are here. There are smaller YouTubers here, talking about the same videos that I just mentioned. But you, who might be watching this, are here. Before the line even started, here. This is what I call the seedling stage. So ideas are brewing, you might even have the seed planted, you're thinking about starting something, doing something. It's all up here. You're thinking, would I be good on camera? Maybe it's a small business idea, maybe it's making an art TikTok. So unlike other videos, I'm not gonna sit here today and teach you how to get monetized because hell, I'm not even there yet. But what I do have is the fresh memory of going from 0 to 1. In my opinion, sometimes getting from 0 to 1 is much harder than going from 3 to 4. Sometimes starting is the hardest part. So in this video, I'm gonna highlight 3 things you should try if you want to bring those ideas in your head into actual execution. So the first thing is to write it down. And this is what I call the tangible stage. I want you to take the first step of literally taking something that is only existing in your brain and put it onto something physical. Whether that is your laptop or an actual physical pen and paper. I will link a small little template below, but here's the main idea. Find a napkin, find a notebook, get a laptop, and write down, I want to ... For example, I want to quit my job. I want to start an art TikTok. And then write, if I could wave a magic wand and everything would come true right now for this idea, what would it look like? And some bullet points will do. Last thing, give it a name. The third thing you write down is the name. If it's an account, write down what you want the username to be. If it's a small business, write down what quirky little name you have. This exercise will help you validate your feelings and bring something into the tangible world. Tip number 2, I want you to decide what to give a fuck about and what not to give a fuck about. This is what I call the intentionality stage. So this is really important because you want to know your why. Again, pen and paper or laptop, write down a list of fears and then a list of motivations. And then go through each of them and cross out what you decide not to give a fuck about. So here's an example. If John wants to make a YouTube channel, but John has all these fears, he's gonna write, for example, not having time to edit, people judging my content, making mediocre content, fear of being seen, and then John is gonna go through each of them and decide to cross out whatever he's gonna get over. So he's gonna say something like, okay, I'm not gonna give a fuck about people judging me, cross. I'm gonna give a fuck about making mediocre content, so I'm gonna only produce high quality content. I'm going to not give a fuck about not having time to edit and just make time, take half of lunch break every day or something like that. And then on the other side, where John wrote his motivations, he's going to match each of the motivation to a fear to see if it trumps the fear. Editing makes me happy is one of his motivations. And he looks at one of his fears and says, editing makes me happy trumps the fear of being seen or trumps people judging my content. So the point of this exercise is that it's all about intentionality. It's making sure that you're not guided by your fears, that your actions are guided by the right reasons. Okay, last stage is people. And this is the stage where you make a list or playlist of everyone that inspires you, people you like to watch, maybe a small business owner that you really look up to, maybe an art account that you really like, and reach out to them. It might sound really scary and intimidating, but seriously, the worst they can do is ignore you or say no. To prove to you that people are generally nice when you reach out, and the worst that can happen is they ignore you, I'm gonna message someone random that I found on Instagram, and I really like his work and his filmmaking style, so I'm gonna message him and see if he wants to be part of this video. I said, wanna hop on a quick call? I'm making a video proving that it's easy to reach out to other creators and people are mostly nice. And he's typing. I also messaged this other guy and he's not replying to me, so I'm not gonna take that personally. He said, LMAO, yeah, sure, I'm down. Hi.
Oh my god, hi.
I'm making a video on like how to start making videos, and one of my tips is to reach out to people who make videos, and that it's not as scary as it seems, and normally usually people are nice. So yeah, what do you have to say to that?
I agree with that. Like, that's really dope. I think it's a great way. Like, your best way of learning, I think, is through other people. Like, yeah, reading books and like learning things online by reading is good, but your easiest best way, one, you're making connections, and two, you're learning things on the spot. So like, I feel like it's a double win. Okay, cool.
Thanks for hopping on the call. Okay, so watch their content, ask them how they do it, ask them how they started, and really study how they do things, because this is who you're trying to be, this is what you're trying to do, so make a list. Okay, and then there's two bonus, not really things to do, but two things to know. Number one, kind of tough love. Ideas are kind of useless without execution power. And the second thing to know is your first blank is going to be shitty, so let it be shitty. Good luck. One of the things that I personally want to do is start a podcast and start talking to people who've done more unconventional things. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Maybe it's gonna come soon. If it's already out by the time I upload this, I will link it in the description. Also, please subscribe and like. Thank you.